potentially the best decision you can ever make is to be a present father, a loving husband, because in your later years, seeing my father now, that's what gives you the most joy. It's hardly what you've accomplished. Like, you want to go home and be like, those people like me. The natural reaction is to go, you could have done that a bit differently, because she knows the level that she would want me to do with that.
Sure.
But at that moment, I need you to be aware that I need that correction, but right now, I need you to speak to me in this way.
Yeah, sure.
Why? Because you're my wife.
Part of what makes marriage hard is before you get married, you have so many ideals.
Yeah.
And those ideals are good. I want to spend time with my wife. I
Yeah.
want to be a present.
Yeah.
Etc. Right? But we don't count the cost. And I say that deliberately. We don't count what it will cost us to achieve those things.
I trust her with my soul.
Come on.
I trust her with my insecurities. I trust her with my shortfalls. I trust her with my deepest vulnerabilities, with my story. And she holds it with a tenderness and a grace that I've always wanted, that I've never been able to find.
But you were speaking about just your relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
And how that shaped how you showed up in other relationships with females.
Yeah.
And when you look at your wife, has she healed certain things about that relationship with your mom? Has she... Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Blaque Newborn. Here we are husbands who aren't where we want to be, but certainly are not where we used to be. We are imperfect, always failing forward, trying to know better so that we can do better. Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Blaque Newborn. This is where husbands try to know better so that we can do better. Before we jump into this episode, we want to thank everybody who's been supporting us. Man, if this is your first time, thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're updated on every single episode we drop every Wednesday at 11:30. Two ways you can support us. Number one, you can go on our website, thathusband.com, and you'll find tickets to Beans and Bonds, any of the workshops that we put on. Our online store is there as well, and you can buy us coffee. The second way you can support us is by booking me as a speaker, an MC or facilitator for your next event, and you can drop us an email at booking@blacknewborn.com. That's booking@blacknewborn.com. The husband that's sitting across the table from me today is many things. Mr. Alpha, he's a rapper,
Everything.
he's a preacher,
Everything.
he's a graffiti artist,
Come on.
he's a tattoo artist. Look who there.
And we've probably known each other close to 2 decades.
Bro, people don't know that you were at my wedding.
At your wedding. I was there pre-wedding, bro.
You were
I was there. But you know, part
my
of your intro
wedding.
is people must book you.
Come on.
For the MC, for speaking. Please book.
Come on, bro.
Are there people booking?
They are, bro.
I must tell them.
Appreciate it.
Please book.
When are you booking me, bro?
Come on. Can I afford you? Come on. Eh? Can I afford you? Eh? Can I afford you?
You
know what I'm
can,
saying?
bro.
But
You can afford me twice much.
twice as much. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
bro.
Close to 2 decades, my man.
Yeah, bro. Crazy story.
Crazy story.
People don't know, bro.
Crazy story.
They gonna know today,
and,
dog.
Look at what God is doing.
Come on,
through you, through me. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah. Still, bro. Man, I'm excited for this one, bro. This is a long time coming.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm afraid that this might be like a 3-hour pod.
Let's make it. Let's do it.
I normally aim for 2 hours, but this feels like it's gonna be 3 hours.
Yeah.
So if you're watching,
brace yourself.
So I hope you cleared your schedule.
Yeah.
And you're here.
I'm here.
Come on, Dad.
I'm fully here.
That's wrong.
There's so much to chat
Yeah.
through, and I guess there's so much life that we both have lived. And
Yeah,
I think I'm excited. Yeah.
It's fire, bro. I normally tell our guests that this is a chat, but it normally ends up being an interview.
Ish.
But I know you tend to ask tons of questions, bro.
I do.
So-
I asked too many.
So this is gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
People don't like me because I ask too many questions.
No, it's good, bro.
Part one is actually my wife.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he's so last time she was asking, she's like, yeah, so I'm busy telling him about stuff. And then I asked her, and she's telling a friend, how do I feel? How does it make you feel? And then she was like, bruh, I'm just telling you. Stop asking me questions. But then also she's like, deep down inside, I want to be asked, but don't ask me that type of question.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I have to learn like what questions to ask, what not to ask. But excited to be here, man.
No, still, bro.
Yeah.
But you start off by just putting a definition in the book behind me.
Yeah.
For what a husband is.
Yeah.
I want to encourage husbands who are walking alone or guys who are young, just despondent about the institutes of marriage. What would be a husband to you? How would you define that?
It's difficult to define it without looking at what pictures or images I've seen of what a husband is. And I think the definition always sort of falls off from that. I think, firstly, even in the sea of husbands who aren't doing the best job, they still stand out men that I've seen, I've been able to follow and watch. Obviously, the most impactful one has been my father.
Yeah.
Present, giving, break his back so that I could survive, and even in the complications of marriage, still sort of stick through it and still be there.
Sure.
And so I think once you start seeing that being a husband is actually less about fulfilling your own personal desires and actually build a family. If I look at my father now at his later years, the greatest joy is the contribution he's been able to make to the family more than even fulfilling his own personal desire. Actually, he's had to retreat from his own personal so that the family. And so once you start seeing that, you then sort of go, this is not a light thing. But then secondly, it's like, this thing's going to cost you your life.
Yep.
And it's going to cost you your own desires, dreams, and ambitions.
Yeah.
But potentially the best decision you can ever make is to be a present father, a loving husband, because in your later years, seeing at my father now, that's what gives you the most joy. It's hardly what you've accomplished, what you've accumulated, how people know you, how people see you, how people view you. Like you want to go home and be like, those people like me. Like they love me and actually they want to be with me. They're not like waiting for me to leave.
Sure.
And you go like, that's a life well lived. And that's the picture I first saw for a husband. And then I think for the longest time, because I saw the picture, but also I guess the high stakes of what being a husband is and what marriage is requires you to be prepared for it. Yep. And so I think I overly prepared for it. I sort of read as many books as I could and attended as many sort of stuff as I could, because I sort of knew the high stakes and the high calling of what this thing is.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of been a journey of mine that I could fail in everything else except, God willingly, this.
It's crazy.
So even if I fail in my career, I fail in my accomplishments, like this is the one thing, because this is what is going to matter.
Yeah.
Like this is the one thing that people will remember you for.
Sure. Sure.
More than what you've accomplished. Because like how can people not remember that you were not a present father?
Yeah. Yeah.
That thing will stick with you for the rest of your time.
Yeah, man.
Like you might not have provided everything you needed to provide,
sure,
but at least you provided love, you provided safety, comfort, and assurance. And your wife, at the end of the day, you want her to go, man, like he's not perfect, but goodness, this guy loves me.
Yeah, sure.
You're like, yeah, you know, other people might not say that, but at least you want your wife to say it.
Yeah.
Like as best as you can.
Yeah.
And so in terms of the necessary reps, I remember pre-marriage accumulating a lot of knowledge, books, and investing in it. And people were thinking it was awkward at the time because they're like, why are you so fixated on this thing?
What is this?
Yeah. Also, I mean, it's like you don't really know. But I was fixated on it because I knew, obviously, it's a big task, so you need to be prepared.
Yeah.
But number two, I knew as a guy there were multiple options, and I knew this decision, whatever the decision is, can either make my life or break it.
Break it, bro.
So you kind of go, I need to prepare for this thing, and I need other men who are also wanting this thing as much as I'm wanting it, because that will determine what sort of the future of my life will be. And so, that's been I think the little journey. I'm answering more questions than you've asked.
That's good, bro.
Yeah,
that's dope, bro.
That's been the journey.
It's a lot of guys would say this is probably the first important decision that you'd make in your life, but I think in our case it's the second most important decision we've made in our lives. The first one is giving our lives to Christ, and then secondly, who you marry. And it's refreshing to hear just how much you've put in, thinking about the stakes and thinking about the weightiness of this, before you even got into it. Because you're right, a lot of guys would put much effort, much investment in so many other things. Fitness, finances,
career, businesses. Helping family back home, etc., etc. And all those are good things.
They're important, bro. But this is gonna anchor you, and it's gonna anchor you, provided again that you think it is as important as it is. Because you might think it rates equal with many other things, and I think once you do that, and you're shortchanging yourself of the beauty that this thing could provide. You know what I mean? You spoke about now just how your wife would, at the end of your life, even during your life, say how much you love her, care for her. Has that happened in those moments? How do you handle it? And I ask because for me, my wife has always said stuff about me, but I think recently it just hits different. I think because we've had a couple of years together. I've probably done some stupid things. I'm not perfect at all. So to hear her say she's proud of me in a specific area as a husband, now where I'm 12 years in, I've known her for 18 years as friends. We were friends for 5 years, dated, we engaged for 1 year, married 12. And for her to say she's proud of me in a specific area as a husband, no, that's different, bro.
It hits different.
That thing rocks. And it doesn't come with it's not light.
It's not.
It's very it's very weighty, because I know who she is to me. I know the texture of our relationship, things we've gone through. And so more than anybody, not even my parents, when she says she's proud of me, I'm like, oh, smack. Okay, this is, it hits different, right? When does that happen for you, and how do you navigate that? What does it do for you? You know what I mean?
It's such an important thing. I think marriage is a journey, and you learn to love each other even as you change and seasons change. And I remember having a conversation with my wife and speaking about how her words are very important to me. And how I want her to know they are the most important. Out of even my parents, my friends, all of them. Her words are the most important. And I think she struggled to fully comprehend that. So it's let's say I do something, and the natural reaction is to go, you could have done that a bit differently, because she knows the level that she would want me to do it at. But at that moment, I need you to be aware that I need that correction, but right now I need you to speak to me in this way. Why? Because you're my wife. If someone else said it, I'd go, sure. Okay, cool. But right now, as my wife, I need you to do this. Then I said as well, I need you as much as for you to critique me, to and correct me, but also need you just as much to affirm me, and tell me the stuff that I'm really good at. And I doubt myself, and I want to at least know there's someone who sees me, that even if in the world no one else does, at least my wife does. And I think she's different because she's not like that. You know what I'm saying? She's she's not she just wants me to tell her she's beautiful, and and that's very important. And that's not the stuff I'm wanting, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's been a journey of making sure that she knows that her words to me and about me are very important, and I need them. I am doing this to make sure that she loves me better and loves me more. So I need her to be consistently affirming me. And I'm not saying she mustn't critique me, but also affirm me.
That's good, bro.
And that's primarily that's what I want. And I also wanted that out of all the affirmations, I want that to be the most important one. So whoever else does, I want that one to be the most important one. That's because she's my wife.
Still, bro.
That's right, or die.
Still, bro.
She's until I die. So I need that one. You know, everything else. It comes. So the power of words, the power of being affirmed, the power of being seen, and the power of being able to say, "Hey, a year or two you aren't like this, and I'm seeing the difference." That opens up, and that opens up even a sense of vulnerability in my own heart. That I'm consistently processing, grappling, and growing with her,
man.
And hopefully she can see, recognize, and affirm all the different stages and the processes, even though herself is not perfect, even though herself she's not where she would want to be. And my job is to make sure that for both of us, we both can be that sort of center for both of us. As we process, as we grow, that she can process her own life, but also as I'm processing and dealing with mine, for her to know that she is the loudest and most important voice in my life.
That's good, bro.
And I don't want there to be a voice louder than hers.
Come on, bro.
And so for her voice to be louder, she needs to tell me the good, but just as much tell me the stuff that she wants me to improve on. So we're processing that now. Because the affirmation one she got. Because then she would go, okay, cool. So when and how do I critique you? Sure. So how does that look like? And because I was like, I need that as well. And and so now we process that around like what are the appropriate times? And what are the inappropriate times? You know, as we said as a guy, like I don't like being told what to do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I just don't tell me what to do. Even if you've got a much better solution. But I actually want to be told what to do if you say it in the right way, the right context. And no one is perfect at that, but that's been a great journey of figuring out, even for both of us now, when and how do we correct each other, critique each other in a way that fosters like a wonderful relationship where no one feels like they're holding stuff they shouldn't be holding. And so that's a continual and consistent journey.
Still, bro. What is it about her that made you say yes to her? What is it about her? Because what we're giving our wives, man, is our souls. Is the just like all that comes with who we are and who we are becoming. And that's one, a tall task to bestow on anybody, but also it's such a privilege for anybody to possess who you are like that. Outside of God. What was it about her? What is it about her still now that makes you say, like I wanna settle here even more now? That we've had a couple of years in, we've scratched each other here and there. We've had our joys, we've had our ups and our downs, but man, this one, and I asked that, man, because like we never, not never, but hardly take time to just reflect on, just some more profound qualities about our wives. Like, sure, your wife is hot. Sure, dog.
Great.
Yeah. You have to think she is hot, and she has to be hot to you.
I mean, she has to. Otherwise, it's a problem. It's a problem.
And it's like, that's dope, man. And I think there's more to say on that. But I think there's other qualities that are just skin deep. Where I actually think attraction lies. So just
the deeper attraction, because the physical attraction is never enough.
No, it's never enough.
It's never enough.
There's a magnetism.
Yes.
Something that really pulls you. At a soul level that says, man, like there's a bunch of souls in this world.
Yes, but
man,
this one,
bro.
this one, yeah,
This one, bro.
So when we first started dating, we would, we started a tradition of writing letters to each other.
Still.
And it's beautiful to look at those letters now, whatever, 6-7 years later, and look at our dating.
Sure.
And see the stuff that we loved about each other, recognized about each other, saw in each other, hoped and prayed for each other.
Sure.
In these, 10 letters that we wrote to each other. And one of the things that stood out to me was that I could trust my wife with my life. And so that isn't automatically saying I just trust her with my stuff. I trust her with my soul.
Come on.
I trust her with my insecurities. I trust her with my shortfalls. I trust her with my deepest vulnerabilities, with my story. I trust her.
Sure.
Like she holds it with the grace and the tenderness that I would want in a spouse. And she holds it with a tenderness and a grace that I've always wanted, that I've never been able to find. There's people that you make connections with that you can't fully trust with your soul. Yeah. Right.
Sure.
You can't trust with your insecurities. You can't trust with the bad part of your story. But my wife knows everything. And she holds the bad with the good together. Yeah. Which is a grace I can't explain. And so she's I trust her. And she exudes a grace and a confidence that speaks to me in ways I can't explain.
Sure.
The ability to see the good even if I don't see it. She also has a confidence where she isn't relying on external affirmation. Like she knows herself. She knows what God has called her to. Yeah. She isn't easily swayed, but is not overly confident. She still holds that with grace. And and I think outside of trusting her holding this thing with her having grace and confidence, it's the ability of going practically now. I could build a great life with this woman. Come on. So it's like, okay, she's got these stuff. Sure. But also I could build a great life with this woman. Like it's like she's married to me because she truly loves me. She's not trying to live another dream through our marriage. Oof. So she truly loves me. And like and so that's like, oh man, there's nothing better than that. Like there's nothing like when we fight. It's like ugly. Yeah. There's tension in the house. Sure. Both of us like can't even hold hands. Yeah. Tension in the house. I still go, this woman loves me.
Stop her.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. Like after everything else is said and done, I go, even if we are fighting. And she's not in this marriage because of anything else. You know what I'm saying? She's not going, okay, if I leave, she'll get half of this. No, like, let's leave all of that. Like, it's not like for public image, nothing. Like, she goes, that's my guy.
Sure. Still, bro.
That's my guy.
That's precious,
man. And so having someone who's really in it because they truly love you for you. Yeah. What I love about my wife is that even if everything else that we've done, that I've done, would disappear, she would still think I'm the best dude ever.
Come on, bro.
I mean, it's precious. Come on, you know what I'm saying? That's precious. It's like she loves me for me.
Yeah, dog.
You know, if we would lose everything and not have any of what we have, I know without a shadow of doubt that my wife would love me for me.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my daughter's room, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And before my daughter was born, we slept in her room. Yeah. And the room that we use as our room now, because it's the biggest, we were using it for other things. Yeah. It was just the two of us, and we were like, okay, we need space for things as artists. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're nuts. Yeah. And so I'm sitting in my daughter's room and I'm trying to reimagine again, like how this room looked, how we slept in it. Because shortly after my daughter was born, we had her crib in that room as well. And so I was like, how did we fit stuff in here? I'm just like looking at her room and I'm just trying to, so my wife walks in and I'm like, how did we like
sleep here?
Yeah, how did we sleep here? It's not when you look at the room, it's not illogical how you could fit stuff. But I think I was just trying to ask more of how we felt in that time.
Yeah.
And that was just like an entryway into that conversation, and so she logically explains, I mean, we put stuff there, we did this, and in that moment I realized that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is like, how did we feel with all of the changes that have happened, And so then I say to her shortly after that, I'm like, man, like we've done stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And some stuff has cost us financially.
Yeah.
It's cost us our joy. It's cost us time. And she's like, her response was, sometimes you don't want to think about that stuff because of how rough it was. Right? You don't want to think about that. And I realized in that moment, this conversation is bringing this up. I was like, yeah, but I'm glad I went through that with you.
Yeah.
I would not want to have gone through no one else, bro.
And no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just
I'm like yeah.
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 I mean, it's, I think about my wife and I go, my goodness, I like, even if I end up going, I wonder if I was married to someone else, how would it be? I go, my goodness, I don't think a person would have stayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Like,
yeah.
I was at an event and I saw my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing my ex-girlfriend. And so she comes and greets me. It's the most awkward interaction with a female I've had in a very long time.
Sure.
Because I haven't seen her since she dumped me.
Yeah.
And she was promising me marriage, right?
Okay.
So which was great. And the thing is, that was just a problem. She looked pretty, like she was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm having this awkward interaction with her. And she's smiling. I'm trying to figure out, should I smile? What happens?
Yeah.
What happens when you meet your ex, and like that you really liked, but she dumped you?
And you're a husband and a father.
Like, I'm a husband, I'm a father. Yeah. And it's like years later. And I'm going, okay. And because of how intense the relationship was, like, had to block all of that stuff. So I haven't seen her since
anyway.
I don't know where. Yeah,
not even
anyway.
online.
Yeah, anyway. So then, so obviously your mind is going like, I hope that wasn't awkward. I hope it doesn't send another message. Yeah. And she was there with her husband. So it's like the husband is looking at me like the husband has probably been told about this guy. And so the husband is seeing it for the first time. And so it's this like so I'm just going, no, so I'm not greeting this guy because like, come on, bro.
What's happening?
Yeah, what is this? And then and so anyway, with this weird thing, and I'm also going, how am I going to tell my wife this thing? I have to tell her.
Yeah, sure.
And but then I just go, man, even if that would have worked, like I look at my wife now and I go, my goodness,
man,
she stayed,
man,
she's
sure
stayed through jobs. She stayed through the loss of jobs, no income. She stayed through very difficult family complications, and handles that with so much grace.
Sure.
We've been able even to do some amazing and incredible stuff together. And I just go, man, there's no one else I would have done this with.
Come on,
yeah. Like she handles I'm a pretty complex person. She handles that complexity and our very complex lives in such an incredible. And then I've just seen how she's been able to minister to my family.
It's dope,
like
man.
Love my family.
Oof. Come on, bro.
Yeah, like she loves my family in a way that like I don't think my family's received that certain level of love. And she's like this connecting piece even within my family. And even when I'm saying to her, you're doing too much, like this is a lot for you, right? Because you know what they say, Mos, especially when she has to go home to the Eastern Cape, right? So I'm trying to protect her because I don't want a Facebook post about how you shouldn't go back to Emakaya. And how much, like we are kotis, like it's too much. And so I'm trying to like overprotect her. And then I see that like she's going, no, like this gives me joy.
Still, bro.
And I just go, man, like she isn't just loving me.
Man.
She loves my family.
Yeah.
Even with all of our issues.
Still, bro.
And so it's like you just go, oh man, I don't know how I would have done it.
you've gone through rough times, complicated times. Even just reflecting on my own story, I'm like, yeah, we've gone through some deep
stuff.
waters.
Yeah.
But we've also had successes.
Yeah.
Also had some really, really cool times.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the part of the story that, one, a lot of people don't prepare you for.
Yeah.
That, secondly, that's the part of the
100%.
story you don't prepare yourself
It's
for.
difficult to prepare yourself for because you don't have enough of those stories.
And enough experiential evidence.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've only seen the punched in the face.
Yeah.
And you're like, what does walking out of the boxing ring with the belt feel like?
With
right?
your wife.
Yeah. Getting into the kind of car you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Driving to the house that you wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How does that feel like?
Yeah.
Multiple
Multiple holidays, you get me.
Yeah. It's your 2 holidays.
Here and there. Here and there. Terminal A and B.
Come on,
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Which one do you want this year, baby?
No. Yeah. So
it's actually very true. We had this conversation
with your wife,
because I've realized with the marriages I've seen, that's most relationships, especially when they reach a specific threshold in terms of number of years, when there's a specific level of success, that's when it actually starts to dissipate.
Correct.
So majority of people I've chatted to who are really successful have some very difficult marriages. And so I started to ask myself this question as well and go, firstly, how do I prepare myself?
Yeah.
And 2, what necessary conversations should I be having with my wife now? Now we've achieved some level of success.
Yeah.
And so we started having the conversation. And I started having the conversation, and then jokingly I said to her, I think the thing that will kill our marriage is money.
Sure. For you guys specifically.
So I'm chatting to her, and I'm saying it jokingly, and I'm trying to get us to chat about this and go, what do we do when what we would argue about now you can easily buy, and I can't even track it. I can't even track it now. But what do you do when she goes, I need some of my alone time. I've just booked myself to Spain.
Yeah.
And it has no bearings. Financially, we can do it.
You can do it.
And she has very good reasons of why she should go. Right? What does that do to the marriage?
Man.
Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't take vacations, but I'm just going, what happens when God does bless us in those ways? Are we strong enough, and is our foundation so strong enough that when we do have success, when we do have opportunities, and we have some level of success, what will it do to our marriage, and will it withstand through multiple opportunities and options? When there is enough money in the bank account, and we both can do whatever we want to do without having to go, there won't be money by the 15th. We started having those conversations, man, because obviously I'm working towards that. But I'm even going like, how do we, one, prepare, but also how do we help other couples?
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
it's great, bro.
Because what I've seen has been the reality.
That's dope, bro.
That when you've got options, and when you've got money, you start even thinking, maybe materially I could also have other options.
Sure, man.
And you can start, for some men, they go, she was great in the struggle, right? She was great in the struggle. Or what happens when your taste changes? And sometimes not even taste of women or whatever, just maybe you like better clothes, or you like better houses,
and those things set you up in different places.
They set you up in different places, and now you're meeting people that are that have those same sort of standards and likes that you have, and your wife is not there, or your partner is not there. Man. So how do we start preparing ourselves to make sure that even our dreams we're speaking about, we're speaking about, like even when it comes to money, we're not having a scarcity mindset. We're having an abundance mindset, and that starts by we give. We distribute as much as we get. We don't hoard, but also we still have dreams and expectations, and we're working towards those dreams and those expectations, and not living with the sense of we're just trying to survive, but we're just going, no, like what would it look like if we live life to the fullest? But what do it mean for our marriage?
For us,
because that's the most important thing. chatted to a guy, and he said, spoke about his marriage, his parents' marriage, and he says the marriage started to fall apart when the father started making money.
Yeah.
So the wife stopped working, and there was enough money for everything. And he said, well, I bought an apartment when I was in university. All my siblings got cars. It was nice.
Yeah.
But he says my parents' marriage started
Fell
to
apart,
just
bro.
die.
Yeah.
And I just go, oh Lord, I'm not wanting riches, not wanting poverty, but if you do give us any level of blessings, allow it that our marriage continues to survive and to thrive.
Still, bro. Yeah. Lord, bless me enough that I don't take my eyes away from you, but keep me humble enough that I don't go steal.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't go looking over someone's hedge. And taking it. And so what's been helpful for us is, as we chat about it, is that we chat about money often.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
We chat about our dreams often. She sends me houses I'll never afford often. You know what I'm saying? As I'm changing and my palette is changing, maybe I like those sort of shoes.
Sure.
I'm getting it to be aware of it. And sometimes we just go look at it together.
Yeah. That's
but
good,
part of it is making sure that on every part of the journey that we are doing it together,
man.
And no one else is following on that journey except my wife.
Bro, as you know, as things change, evolve, we grow, dreams come true, we get into certain positions, etc., etc. Like you're saying, that conversation is very vital. I've known you as a dude who, cares much about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But whatever you are involved in, there's always an element of you caring for those that are around you and wanting to see either what you're doing collaborate with what they're doing for the sake of them thriving as well.
Yeah.
And obviously in marriage, that's your wife constantly. Yeah. How have you navigated, having your position in whatever space you're in grow, elevate? How have you walked your wife through that? And I think a critical thing there is when her dreams are not moving.
Yeah.
What conversations are you having when it's like, all right, cool, we talk, we dream together, blah, blah, blah. But my dog, like, you seem to be just moving.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm trying, things are coming together and you pouring in, you loving, you encouraging, you even trying to get me to move at some level.
Yeah.
But, in God's providence, God is like, nah, you're going to chill here for now. What how you speaking life into your wife? How are you walking with her? How are you, and maybe let me put it this way, how do you not take shine away from what you're doing?
Yeah.
But at the same time, not let that shine spill over on your wife in ways that are unhelpful.
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, Luxolo, amazing. And it's I can't dump that down because it is true. God is blessing me in this regard. But I can't take all that shine, let it inflate my ego. Then I come home as though like I'm the man.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Right? It's a story of my life because that's really the situation we're in.
Sure.
Where, my wife studied all these amazing things and struggling to get a job. And so part of the struggle to get a job is it's been a struggle of close to 10 years.
Crazy.
Like a proper decent job in something that she studied.
She studied.
No job, and she's just finished a qualification 2-3 months ago. Can't get a job.
But don't downplay that. Your wife has an MBA.
My wife has an MBA. Yes.
Don't downplay that, dog.
She's very clever. My kids gonna have some good genes.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
They'll probably be rappers if they.
But
they'll probably be very clever rappers, which would be nice. So they'll get a best of both worlds. And here on my side, I'm gallivanting. Doing all this incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Loving my life. It's been difficult. I'll tell you what I think we did before we got married. We didn't do a premarital course, etc., etc. Well, we did, but what we wanted to do was we wanted to get a couple that will walk with us pre and post.
Yeah. Dope.
And so
that's the best way.
Yeah. And so we have this couple and they know they're our couple. And it's the only couple. And so they're with us pre.
Yeah.
And so, we just did a weekend with them 2-3 weeks ago.
Stop.
Post. And so we try to say once a year I want to meet this couple for a weekend, or even if it's like an extended amount of time, like, you know, so we spent a full day, night, and the next day, and then we left on the Sunday. That's been like an incredible journey for us, because for us to have a clear representation. And so we're not being clouded by our own dreams, even her own expectations, and actually have people for us to really talk to.
Sure.
Now we do have all of that, but there's something about having not just people to talk to, but people that you can see that you go like, this marriage is a marriage I really want. Right? Like this marriage is a marriage I really, really want.
Sure.
And then in the midst of that, my wife's dreams have adjusted and have shifted and have changed, and so she's trying to handle that as well. And so it's a very difficult one. But what I've tried to do is to make sure that as much as I can along the journey, that I don't treat my wife as a passenger along the journey.
Yeah.
But she is running with me on the journey. So it's, if I'm doing something, she's very involved in it.
Stop.
As often as I can, you know, figuring out the best ways to affirm her and her contribution to our family, which is very important, in the best ways possible.
Sure.
And then we are consistently speaking about, you're speaking about vision for the family, like what is God calling us to until this year is done? Who are the people that we need to see, the things that we need to do, the stuff that she will do and the stuff that I will contribute in that way. And so we're forever living with a sense of not just what's next, but what are we wanting to achieve? Who is God calling us to do, and so in that way, we obviously trying to make sure that we're reaching specific goals together.
Stop, bro.
Outside of work and career and all these great things.
Sure.
And the beautiful thing is, I think my wife is very supportive of my career and my work and all the stuff that I'm doing. But after I get off that stage or I do whatever, we talk about it, and then the next day, it's like never mentioned.
Sure.
And it's beautiful in the sense that she doesn't see me through that lens.
Good, bro.
She sees me for me being her husband. You know, we were laughing the other time when we had a specific friend who would always come to the stuff that I would do, and they would forever post my stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And then we were laughing. We're like going, yeah, actually, my wife like never posts me. I was
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
I'll drop a fire song and she'll like, nice song. And, you know, she'll like it at home, but like she won't, she doesn't have to tell her friends about it. Or, you know, post it. And I love that about her.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she's playing the role that no one else should play. And she doesn't see me through any of the stuff that I'm doing. And, you know, she's not going to love me more because of anything else externally.
Sure.
And so that's been a great thing in our marriage, where also we are not basing our marriage on all these external things. But we're really trying to base it on ourselves. Then as a husband, I'm working overtime trying to find her opportunities for her to meet people, for her to know that I'm thinking about you.
Sure.
I've mentioned you in this particular conversation. Could you send me this so I can send it to them? So as much as I can through the journey, I'm making sure that even when she feels that she's got an interview and she feels so underprepared, I'm doing the preparation for her so that by the time she goes to prepare, that she feels like I'm journeying with her.
Come on, bro.
If I have to not come to that husband podcast because she's got an interview, I'll do that.
Come on, bro.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Whether she gets the job or doesn't get the job. But I want to be what she, a small way, what she is to me, just aside, next to me. And so that's been like a beautiful, difficult tussle. And we speak about what will happen when the heavens really open up and we both are we both are flourishing in our careers, if we could put it that way, what would happen?
Sure.
But then we also then go, but there's a blessing even in the midst of not her being in the position that she wants, and God answering our prayers in the position that I'm in. And there's something that is happening here, and we don't want to miss that because we're too looking forward to when she has the opportunity, when she's in the right space, because then we'll miss what God is trying to build within us here. But also maybe God is shifting ourselves and myself to go, what would happen if your plans get disrupted and she doesn't get what she wants? What happens?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And what will you do? Will you keep living in this hope? You know, and so we're wrestling through.
That's good, bro.
We're wrestling through what that means, what that looks like, and being able to do it with her is incredible. Even sometimes
shout outs, bro.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
And that's you just described what the adventure that marriage is. And it baffles me more and more when people just lose the sense of adventure, lose the sense of curiosity about what God is doing in their lives as a couple, but also just being curious about your spouse.
Yes.
I'm like, man, like, what else are you doing there?
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not curious about who this person is becoming, what God is doing, how they're changing.
Have dreams for her that she doesn't have.
Come on,
like,
bro.
You know, I buy her a book of a subject, even if I know she's not going to read the book. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, forever thinking about her. If I'm traveling, I'm thinking about her. If I'm in a conversation, I'm thinking about her. And in this small but big ways, making sure that she knows.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
You know,
Yeah.
I think you should be interested in this particular course. I've just purchased it for you. And she might hate that course. But at the end of the day, it's planting a seed that my wife knows that I'm for her, that I'm with her. And then soon she ends up doing the course 3 months later.
Yeah, sure.
It's the adventure of marriage, you know? It's like, you know, or she ends up going, thanks for that thing. I've actually given it to someone who really needs it. And she feels good about being a blessing to someone else,
bro.
And then you go, yeah,
that's it.
That's the beauty of it.
That's
like,
it,
you've
bro.
got to consistently work on the marriage.
Yeah,
you know,
bro. I till today I have, you know, I won't mention the brand, but like I have a dream car for my wife.
Yes,
and sometimes like when just, you know, there's fog mentally, work is just like, man, like I'm just slugging my way through this thing. And then I see her in that car. I'm like, all right, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
It gives me a little bit of fuel. Like,
yeah.
So just
does she remind you whenever she sees it on the highway?
Nah, she doesn't.
She doesn't,
bro.
Okay.
I think I've told her twice or 3 times. She'll correct me what that car is. And I remember this one time, man, I don't know where I was driving from, but going home. Yeah. And she was having a tough time. Right. And then I saw that car, and that just gave me more energy to drive even faster to get home. I think that was the first time I told her about it when I got home, and I was like, man, I know you're struggling, but like, just hold on. Like one day. And she wasn't struggling because of finances. She was just struggling because of like her mind and, you know, whatever.
All the stuff that
just
happened.
Dream stuff she was kind of wrestling through.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, just hold on, right? One day we might still have problems because we're human, but we'll have problems in this car, right? Yeah. So like,
what did they say? You'd rather cry in a
Lambo, bro. I would rather shed tears in Egyptian cotton, right, than in Mr. Price home bed sheets, bro. I would rather cry in a Lambo, bro.
Yeah, no, that's true.
The tears just drop more gently.
Yeah. You just also go, No, I agree.
So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Like that stuff just makes marriage fun.
Yeah,
makes, you know, the tough moments worthwhile.
Adventure.
That sense of adventure and just this curiosity, man. I'm like, never stop being curious about your wife. You're missing out on a lot.
Yes.
Right. So man, you've been married what now? 7 years?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're
Putting you on the spot. And Tsugi,
5 years.
This
5
is
years.
where
5 years.
this is where you like all the stuff he just said.
5 years. 5 years.
It's lies.
It's felt like forever in the best way. It's felt like forever in the best way. 5 years. I think together 7 years or something. Yeah.
That's still, bro.
Yeah.
And as long as I've known you, you've just been a leader.
Thanks. Yeah.
Right, like in all the areas that
all these different things.
All these different things that you've done. You've been a leader and been leading your wife 5 years now. You have a conference coming up soon. For leaders. Around their marriage, particularly. Without giving the thunder away, or you can if you want. But what do you think is some of the biggest issues that leaders have to grapple with, that their marriages suffer because of their position? Stuff that leaders might take, myself included, very lightly. Or we just have blind spots when it comes to that thing. And so somebody sees you out there and they're like, you're an incredible leader. And at home it's like, ish. We wish he would give us half of the time, half of the leadership,
half of the time, half of the energy. I think the natural thing is to obviously to lead, to find the new adventure, to do do stuff. I think firstly is the higher people go, or the more leadership that they normally have, they tend to retreat and isolate. So most people just don't have friends.
Sure.
And so, marriage is very important, but you need friends. You need some stuff where you can process some stuff externally, and people that will preach to you, help you process your stuff with you. So when you go back home, you're a healthier person.
Sure.
And so normally the more leadership people take, or the more stuff that they do, that circle gets smaller and smaller.
Sure, man.
Partly is life gets busier, right? So, I mean, let's say me and you, when we have to meet, we have to go, let's go somewhere in November. Here's some dates. What can you do? And that's just the natural trajectory of life.
Sure.
And some of those relationships, friendships don't make it to that level.
Yeah, sure.
And it's harder as well if you're doing a lot of stuff to actually have people that really want the best for you. They normally want something from you. And so it's really hard to even determine who the people are that are really in your corner. And sometimes obviously the people that you started with, it's difficult to still be with them at the stage of whatever height or success that you have. Then what people naturally do, leaders, is end up focusing on the output. They end up focusing on the dream, on the business, on the ministry, on the etc. And rightfully so. It's what got them here. And so they give it all the energy, but then they leave their spouses behind. They leave their spouses behind. And so the spouse themselves also doesn't have people to process and to think through. Because one, the other spouse is working too hard, working so often. Hardly home, etc. And so I think the cure is curiosity, as we've mentioned. I love it when people say, hey, we've got a phone rule at our house, right? When we get home, like the phones or the laptops are switched off. Or people go, we've got a little policy. We're not perfect at it, around how often we either eat together, we're spending time together, holidays together, or just spending time with myself and my wife. And when people start putting in some of those guardrails, to make sure that they protect what is important, they might not be good at it, but you have to try figure out, for our family, what is the guardrail and how do we protect the most important thing? Because if the marriage fails, the business won't succeed as much. Why? Because you won't be whole. You'll be wrestling with things back home, so you're not going to be the best at what you are doing.
Come on, bro.
And so make sure that you take care of what's most important, which is family, which is yourself. And then try build relationships with other people. Make sure that you're not doing life alone. You need other people to process stuff with. Who do you process the good stuff with? And who do you process the bad stuff with? Who does my wife have that she can just be herself and just speak about what she's going on really in her life? And because the circle does get smaller.
Man.
Yeah.
Bro, and that's such a crucial piece for leaders to notice. It's, I mean, I said this to my wife countless times.
Yeah.
That if home is not healthy, then at best people are getting a very competent leader who's heartless.
Yeah.
A guy who burn out because he's driven by performance. At best, you know. At worst, they're getting just a dude who's lacking in competence because his soul is also drained, and and he'll just be bleeding all over the people he's supposed to be leading, the work that he's supposed to be doing. It's the dudes who show up with fresh wounds in places where they're supposed to be showing their scars. And a scar has moved from a wound to a scab to a scar, meaning you've healed. And the place you were supposed to heal that wound was with your wife, so that you can show up more healthier for the people that you're leading.
That God's called you to lead.
But if you don't have that at home, man, you're going to be bleeding all over these people, and people will be confused because you're supposed to lead us. You know, whether that's in business, in ministry, or any other space, you're the guy that, at least at some level, we're not expecting you to be Jesus, but you're supposed to be some model, an example that we want to emulate our lives after. But if you're just bleeding all over us, man, that's confusing. That hurts us. That just unsettles us as well. But they don't realize that you started bleeding outside of the home. And your wife wasn't there to catch your wounds, wasn't there to nurture them, to look after them, to process and care for them, and speak life for you.
I don't know. I'm on a journey of studying successful people who've got more successful marriages. So they're not just successful in their careers and their jobs.
Come on.
And I'm not, even speaking financial success. Like, they're doing what they're doing at the best of their ability. But they family life and marriages are even much better. And when you start looking at those sort of people, you tend to highly self-introspect. So one of those people said to me, "Hey, you're too busy."
Sheesh,
now,
bro.
My wife allows me to do stuff and to get busy. So he's got, it's sort of, hey, the journey that you're on. It starts like this,
man.
You're too busy. So you're too busy. So then I said, okay, cool. If I'm too busy, in a year, I at least need to block out 4 weeks.
Okay.
Just me and the family.
Yeah. Clean.
Like, we don't have to go to terminal A or terminal B. We could just be in the home. Right.
No calls, no travel.
No call, switch off. I switch off my phone periodically during those times, or my WhatsApps and social media. I literally just switch it off. And you know what? It's awkward because I really want to do stuff.
Yeah. You're itching.
I'm itching to get out. But I then go, okay, cool. If this is a problem, then let me practically show it in how I plan my life and my calendar to make sure that what is priority really is priority.
Come on,
right?
bro.
And I'm not basing it based on if I've got the money to go on a holiday. I'm just spending time with my family.
Come on, bro.
Being with my wife, being with my kid, and just investing in that. And I think at times my daughter will end up going, those are probably the best times. Yeah. Not the holidays, not the adventures. Just you being at home and you can just play by the sand.
It's good, bro.
And so hopefully my priority is visible because I'm putting in the time there. So I think I'm looking at it based on outside, but also I'm trying to emulate it in my own little life. How we use technology. Sometimes we're in the same house and we're talking, but we and I'm replying to very important messages, and she's looking at some stuff, and so we're consistently communicating. Hey, how best do we handle to make sure that we really connect?
Sure.
How best do we handle this demon, which is the cell phone, to make sure that we really connect? And what family life do we want when I come back home to make sure that we really are connecting? The necessity and the need for us to eat together most nights. sit on the table. It doesn't have to be long, but spending time just finding out how both our days were. As I said, my wife isn't working. So I then ask, so who did you speak to today?
Sure.
Okay, cool. What are they saying?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
What did you engage in?
Sure.
What did you enjoy about your day? And so spending time to really get to know where her heart is, where her friends, her families are, but making sure that I'm really intentional to prioritize her and see what the distractions are, which for us is cell phones.
Man, these things are the best and worst
it's like
things that we've ever
this
had,
like
bro.
little demon.
Yeah.
And so I've sort of seen some of that. So anyway, we want to create a space where where couples can come in who are in leadership, who are in ministry, for a time to be refueled and be re-energized, and hopefully just being in a space where people are saying, I want to work on my marriage. Gives people hope as well.
Guys who are successful, guys who want to build, that we can see. There's the dude who's like, I'm not as busy as you. Right? But he's facing equal problems. Right? I want your thoughts on that. My initial thing, I'm like, busyness is much of an idol and even a demon as passivity. So somebody's
100.
like, I'm not idolizing being passive. And I'm like, well, you might say that, but how you ordered your marriage can tell us that you probably made it an idol. And maybe to even put it bluntly, like you're lazy. Right. So you're not busy externally. Your work is very minimal. You hit your 9 to 5. You don't take work home. You're not as busy on the weekends. You're not as busy, over holidays or whatever the case is. You're more structured. And yet you're on your phone. And yet your wife is complaining about the same things somebody whose wife who is busy is complaining about. What would you say to a guy like that?
I mean, I would say, this whole busyness thing is sometimes even a cop-out for people that are busy and for people who are not busy.
Yes.
For people who are not busy, they normally are comparing their lives with other people's lives.
Sure.
So they go, I'm not as busy as Blaque, but you probably are busy with other things. You're hanging out with your friends too much. You're doing that too much. You're watching too many Netflix movies too much.
Sure.
And because you're thinking that is not work, but you actually are busy. You're preoccupied with some stuff. Whether they're helpful for you or not is the bigger question.
Hey, Beans and Bonds, the 8th edition. Man, this is an incredibly special one. We are calling it Beans and Bonds Extended. We've extended the time. We've slightly changed the format. If you've been to any Beans and Bonds, you know that the conversation is normally centered around me and the guest, and we invite the room to be part of that. But we've changed the format. This conversation is going to be centered around the room. What are we talking about? And things that men and women get wrong about each other. We are addressing myths, misconceptions, and just assumptions. Come through. If you want to have your voice amplified, you want to share your opinion, you think you can learn one or two things or even teach, we are inviting you to be in the room with us. It's going to be super incredible. So make sure that you purchase your tickets right now at thathusband.com. You can make sure that you are buying not just for you, but for your friends and anybody else you think is going to benefit from this conversation. I have the privilege again of facilitating the whole thing. And then we have a friend of ours, man, Linde Sibanda. He's going to pull through. He's a comedian. He's going to be sharing some of his stuff with us and just lighten up the room. People normally speak about the battle of the sexes. We are not fighting. No one is guruing here. We just want to learn from each other. If you've been to any Beans and Bonds and you've really enjoyed just connecting with other people, forming these bonds over beans, this one is for you. It's going to be incredible. Again, centered around the community. So pull through and have a conversation with us in the room. It's going to be incredible. When is it happening? The 25th of October, right here at Christchurch Midrand. Doors open at 9:30 to start sharply at 10. And man, again, it's extended, so we're going to finish at 2 p.m. this time around. Make sure you are pulling through. Don't miss this one. It's going to be for the books. Beans and Bonds, 8th edition, extended. Make sure that the streets know. All right, see you then. All right, peace.
For people who are not busy, they normally are comparing their lives with other people's lives.
Sure.
So they go, I'm not as busy as Blaque. But you probably are busy with other things. You're hanging out with your friends too much. You're doing that too much. You're watching too many Netflix movies too much.
Sure.
And because you're thinking that is not work, but you actually are busy. You're preoccupied with some stuff. Whether they're helpful for you or not is the bigger question. So wherever you are on the spectrum of life, one, just don't compare your life to anyone else's on any level, because you will always fall short, and it's not going to make you feel better about your life in any case.
Yeah.
The best way is to go figure out what are the building blocks I want to put to make sure that I've got the healthiest marriage possible. Okay, so how much time do I want to spend with my wife on most days? So I block out an hour. This is intentional time, whether it's supper with her, whether it's pre-supper, whether I'm cooking supper for her or I'm cooking supper with her. This is a time for us to connect. As I'm chopping up the onions, me and my wife are connecting. We're talking. We are engaging with each other. How are you also putting a building block to make sure that you're spending intentional time with your kids if you have? So whether that's a bedtime routine or whether that's before you go to work in the morning and you're dropping them at school, etc., but you're making sure that intentionally what is a priority, if family is a priority, if being a great husband is a priority, let that be visible.
Come on, bro.
And put in those building blocks. And so after you put in those building blocks, you actually realize you're busy. Then you go, what stuff must I eliminate to make those the most successful times possible?
Yeah, sure. It's good, bro.
Then you have no time to look at anyone else's life.
Yeah.
You're then going like this, if this is a priority, I want to be a great husband, the best husband I can be. And because I want to be a great husband means I have to be a great father, I have to be a great family man. What are the stuff that I need to do and put into place to make sure that the family that I'm building, that God has given me, is thriving, is growing, and they're getting not just the after effects of my work life, but they're actually getting the best part of my work life.
Yeah, sure.
And then so business falls out of the. I'm doing some stuff now. And it's a sacrifice because I'm working after my wife goes to bed.
Man.
So that means I'm sleeping later. But I want to make sure when I get home, they're getting the best part of me, highly engaged. I was watching some Netflix thing yesterday, Love is Blind. I mean, I struggle with that stuff. My wife loves it. And she can't wait to talk about it. And then we watched like YouTube, Pop a Balloon, And she loves those dating series, those dating shows. And like they grind me all in the wrong way. But all she wants to do is to tell me about it and look at that guy and look at his facial reactions. And for her, that's a great time for us to bond. It's a great time for us to connect. And if I could give her that hour, that 2 hours of us having that time, whether I don't like it or whether I do like it, is a thing.
That's good,
and
bro.
where you're connecting with your wife in a way that your wife wants to, or your spouse wants to be connected with. Sometimes taking to a restaurant is not the best way.
Sure.
Or taking to a coffee shop or whatever, but actually doing what she enjoys, what she wants, to make sure that she feels connected, she feels engaged, as best as she can. So
Man,
that's what
fine,
I would put in place.
No, that's good, bro.
Put in
And I think that's solid
building
advice,
blocks.
bro. And if a dude is watching this, whether you are busy or not, I think that's crucial advice that you can go and implement now.
And even if she's busy as well,
put
in the building blocks. Put in the building blocks. Now, not everyone has that luxury because some people are more busy than other people. But whatever that is, you have to go. If my family is a priority, is that visible?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Can't be every day for some people. That's fine. But at least in a span of your 7 days,
put something in.
So that your family gets the best of you and not just half of you.
I'm thinking back to how our conversation started about you reading books, hanging out with people who are married, attending stuff.
Yeah.
I realized that part of what makes marriage hard is before you get married, you have so many ideals.
Yeah.
Right. And those ideals are good. I want to spend time with my wife. I want to be a present, et cetera, right? They're good ideals. But but we don't count the cost. And I say that deliberately. We don't count what it will cost us to achieve those things. Because I've realized in my own life, marriage, family, where I'm like, there's moments that I dreamt about. But whether, I'm short-sighted, whether I am not dying to self as much as I should, whatever the thing is, right? There's something I'm not doing that in those moments when I do get what I've dreamt about, and it just doesn't sit well with my lazy self, it's just demanding too much, that I forget that you wanted this thing, right? A more direct example, this morning, every morning I drive with my wife and kid to drop my kid off at school. This morning my wife is not feeling well, so she's like, yo, I'm gonna stay at home, right? You guys can go. So I get in the car, stay me and my kid, listening to music. I forgot what she asked me, and I was just like, man, this is so inconvenient now, whatever, But quickly I'm like, man, you prayed for this.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
You wanted this.
Yeah.
You wanted to drive with your kid.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a present dad.
Yeah.
But you didn't count the inconvenience that it's going to require of you to show up in that moment.
Yeah.
And for you to fully enjoy it, you have to take it with the inconvenience.
Yeah.
You can't just take the good Instagrammable picture.
Exactly.
The video. Look at me and my daughter just sitting in the car. And it's like, nah, man, she had to drag her bag to get in here. You were pissed by the time that she came into the car. You were late. That's why she was dragging her bag. And now she's in the car and she's asking to play a certain song, but you had this amazing picture of this particular song that you wanna, but she doesn't want that. And so, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And then it's like,
it's tough.
It's tough, bro.
It's tough. You're like,
man.
But I think, for people who are believers, like this is the call of husbandhood is the picture of Jesus in the church, right? Like Christ in the church. And you go like, my goodness, like at every turn as a husband, you need to die.
Bro.
Like you have to say sorry first.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
My goodness.
Now that thing is heavy, bro. And so
especially to
me,
my wife, I'm saying sorry first.
Yeah,
I end up being the one always saying sorry.
You and a bunch of other husbands.
And for her, maybe she'll say sorry with a nice meal and then be nice to me. And then I have to get really, really
all kinds of meals.
All kind of meals. You know what I'm saying? So then you just go, oh, but like this is the call.
Yeah.
This is the call.
This is it, bro.
Like when she's stressed, my wife is stressed about her kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like she's overdoing it. Like this is the call. But there's so much joy and beauty in it. But like there's at every turn, you having to die.
Yeah.
Having to die.
You have to.
Which is a very difficult thing because the natural mind is to go, this is too much, this is too hard. Yep. Let me go find someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too hard, this is too much. Let me go find other escapes. This is too hard, this is too much. Like, let me just retreat because it's too bad for my social image to get divorced. So let me just retreat. Let me just retreat. Focus on this and focus on that. And so now you're in a marriage where there's like, both partners have retreated for the sake of keeping up with image. It's lifeless.
Sure.
But like, if there's going to be life, like there has to be consistent death.
Death, bro.
And mostly the hard thing is for the husband.
Yeah. If there's going to be life, there needs to be consistent death.
And it's that husband who needs to take the stake.
Yep.
It's the husband that needs to take the stake. Like when my wife makes a mistake, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a reflection on you.
Yeah, it's like,
sure.
Yeah, I can tell Black, man, once I get to end of the day, like I'm there covering it up.
Man.
And I can't remind her about it.
Bro.
I take it on, it's mine.
Bro.
Yeah.
Every ministry takes the shape of its leader.
Yeah.
Every organization will take the shape of its leader.
Yeah.
My wife, and she can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think she has difficulty with that.
Yeah.
When it comes to marriage. So even now, if I'm like, whenever my wife flops, it's a reflection in me. She'll be like, no, like that's on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did whatever I did. And I'm like, yeah, no, I totally get it. But if I'm supposed to be presenting you holy and blameless and washing you with the word, that means I need to, die to self constantly and care for you at all the levels that make you who you are.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you flop in one of those, it's a reflection of my incompetence in that area or my lack of judgment, lack of training, teaching, whatever the case may be. Right? And I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. And this thing is not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I think it's in the moments when my wife has done something wrong that I shouldn't be beating myself up. Yes. And this is not a call to say, let's pay penance as husbands.
Yeah.
But it's a moment to be like, oh, smack, I didn't realize that I'm lacking in that area, where my wife just fell short. Yeah. Right. And so it calls me to, one, be aware of it. But secondly, then try and move in a way that's going to, command death out of me so that there's life in that area. It's hard.
It's tricky. Bro. I have to stop myself at times. Let's say it's a beautiful thing where we get to a specific level of your marriage where your wife can't make a single decision.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't know there was this sort of level. She's a pretty independent woman.
Come on, bro.
Who could do this thing without me.
Come on, bro.
But she always wants to include me. It's like every call, there's like a decision, And so sometimes I have to stop myself when I tell her, just please do this and don't call me. Like, just make the decision. Like, don't call me, make the decision. I've got this and this going on. And then I have to go, oh, snap. Like, that's what I'm here for.
That's what you're here for, bro. Bro, that thing is as little as making a decision about what she's going to cook. I didn't realize how important that is for my wife.
It's like, everything. So what are we having supper tonight? Yeah, I mean, what should she wear? Yeah. Or if she's at the shops, like stuff that she's buying for herself. I'm like, but that it's difficult in the moment, but I have to keep reminding myself that is what I'm here
for, bro.
For.
That's good.
And the last time she called me, I was not in the city. And the issue that she was going to fix could have been an issue that she easily fixed. But she still calls. So my mind goes, bro, what is this? and so, but she's like, no, I just needed to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
And I'll go, that's what I should be here for.
100, bro.
When it's tough, when it's difficult.
100, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't take that thing lightly anymore, bro. For me, it was the meal thing. Like I see the big decisions. And the big decisions because maybe I'm just a dude who likes to sit and think, pontificate about stuff, right? Yeah. So when she's like asking, I'm like, yeah, sure. Now, bro, she's like, what are we going to eat? Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you cook, you decide. Yeah. And for me, I thought that was liberating.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like you decide. Yeah. I'm empowering you.
Yes.
And she's like, nah, boy. Like, that because for her, one, she hates cooking. Secondly, she cooks as an act of love for us.
Yeah.
So when we do enjoy the food, like that really fills her tank up.
Fills her cup, yeah.
And so if the filling of the tank doesn't start when we react to how amazing the food is, but it starts when I help her make the decision. Because once I help her make the decision, then she puts all her energy and love because I love you guys and I want to serve you guys. Yeah. And by the time we like, man, this food is dope. It's like, this was all worth it, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, man, like again, the inconvenience of having to make a decision where it's like, what's convenient here is you're an independent woman. Yeah. Just make the decision.
Just make the decision.
Yeah, like, well, I'll eat whatever. I'm a chilled guy.
I thought like, got married, the wife like buys the groceries. You know what I'm saying? And she makes the choices of what we eat.
Yeah, sure.
That's not my marriage.
Bro. Yeah.
I'm putting up shopping lists and
she's like, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm the one who's like, okay, cool. I'm buying whatever chicken tonight, and I've taken it out of the fridge, and she goes, oh yeah, thank you.
That's dope, bro.
I have that. Sometimes I like feel bad for myself. And I'm like, was this the life I signed up?
Sure.
like really, really. Sure. But it says my wife, and
that's dope, bro.
I've got to do everything I can to serve her.
Yeah. 100, bro. You've at some point in your walk career dubbed as the friendship guy.
Yeah.
there wasn't a podcast I didn't see you on where people weren't asking you about friendship.
About friendship,
Yeah. So how has that panned out in your marriage, bro? For us,
friendship with the marriage, or
with your
friendships with couples, or
friendship with your wife, and maybe you can after that speak about friendship outside of your marriage with other couples.
Yeah.
But how vital was? When did you guys realize that you're friends?
Yeah.
Did you form it before, in the marriage?
Yeah.
When did it happen? And how has it been beneficial? And then we could zoom out to just friendship with other couples.
Yeah, friendship with my wife. I think, we both in our own individual journeys have a love for people and creating community and being community for other people. Sure. So that was a natural thing for her. And I think that was somewhat a natural thing for me as well. And so when we came together, we one of the strong things that we felt that God was calling us to do was to be very intentional about community, be very intentional about friendships,
sure,
and be very intentional to be there for other people that won't benefit us.
Sure.
And so that's always been a thing for us. But I guess for us on a personal friendship way is if I'm reading a book, I process it with my wife, if I like a rap album and she doesn't like rap music, she listens to it, sure. Sometimes by force because she's in the car. If she's watched something that she really enjoys, she will share it with me, even if I don't really like it or enjoy it.
Sure.
And so we've tried to make sure that we are consistently talking, consistently processing with each other, whether one likes or whether doesn't like, but that's all planting seeds in the friendship because we're not the same people. We don't like the same stuff. We don't necessarily even read the same stuff or process the same stuff. I've also made sure that with our relationship, like she has access to everything of mine and she's given me access to everything of hers. And so that's deepened the intimacy of the friendship and the relationship because there's nothing about me that she doesn't necessarily know. And so we've opened up that. We are consistently having tough, sometimes conversations about stuff in our own lives, stuff that we see. And I've really also recognized what they call marriage gossip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the thing is?
It's called marriage gossip.
I feel like that's the one sin God pardons.
Yes, no, that's the one that I think God should.
We will leave this.
I will leave these two.
The way married people gossip.
No. I never knew it was this bad. I never knew.
I'm like, the blood of Jesus is like, I
can't wait to get home now. And be like, hey, baby.
Yes, married people gossip. You guys. Yeah.
And anyway, so I think like it's kept us talking.
Sure.
But I think the major thing for our friendship and our relationship is like just that consistent communication.
Sure.
Like small, big, consistently communicating and trying to enjoy. You can't fabricate connection.
Can't, bro.
So I can't fabricate. I'm gonna take her out to a fancy dinner. And we're going to talk. No, we might just get there.
And just eat.
So over than fabricating or waiting for moments, let's just forever be talking. Let's forever be processing.
That's good.
Let's forever be engaging. If she sees something, I enjoy something. And then within what is happening with our marriage, we then go, we need other couples. We need other friends. But also, we need to provide space for people that can also process their lives, their marriages with us as well.
Sure.
And so, being really intentional with both of these tensions as well, from a personal capacity, and that's deep in our friendship.
It's good.
Our relationship, because we're now praying for other people. Yeah, not just our own lives and breakthroughs.
Come on, bro.
We invested in other people's journeys and lives, sometimes financial, sometimes emotional, giving our time and our energy to be a blessing to other people as well.
Yeah.
And so that's made our life more fuller because we're not just living for ourselves. And our marriage, you know, I think if I think like the tension of marriage is that people focus on their marriages so much that they don't become a blessing to other people. You know, yet I think like your marriage should overflow to be a blessing to other people as well. And not that I'm not in any way trying to say our marriage is perfect or has everything together, but there's some stuff that we've learned, and there's stuff that we're going to continue to learn. But join us on the journey because we are doing the work.
Sure.
And hopefully we will spill over, and little bits of our good and some of the bad will spill over into other things as well. So forever be thinking, who can we invite? Who can we have over? Who can we be building a bridge with? Not because we want to show them how great we are.
Sure.
But I think we have something that we could give, and some of it, the best thing that we can give is friendship.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
It's fire, man. Yeah, that's good, bro. And that's a big thing and a rare thing, especially in our culture, you know, where we become very individualized. That I think it's also happened at a couple level, where couples isolate themselves.
Yeah. It's probably been our hardest thing.
If you can't afford therapy, find friends, bro.
Find friends, and but also if you're gonna pursue this, it's been our biggest stress.
Why?
Friendships are complicated.
Yeah.
Multiple reasons.
Sure.
Me and you connect. Let's just say our wives don't connect.
Sure.
Now it's awkward.
It's a play date for the wives.
Yeah. Jeez, now it's awkward. Or the wives are connecting, and the wife makes a comment.
Yeah.
Small comment, innocent comment, but it affects the other wife wrong.
Yeah.
Now they don't talk.
Ish.
Now it's awkward.
Ish.
But me and you still talk.
We're good. Yeah.
Now it's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're like, yo, why did
now you can't tell your wife when I sent you a WhatsApp.
Yeah. Now it's like,
Yeah.
okay. Now this is very awkward. And so anyway, so there's multiple stuff where I think people struggle with tension.
Sure.
And people struggle with tension. And we've found that people don't value relationships as much as they should. They don't value, and I'm not saying that we value it highly. It's just that we want to give and be a blessing, and so sometimes that affects the nature of the relationship. And so for us, when it's not working, it affects us. It heavily affects us.
It's crazy, bro.
Because it's something that we value very highly.
Did you guys come to that conclusion together, or you walked into the marriage with that conviction individually?
We came to it together, and then trying to walk it. Trying to walk it together, which is, I think, one of the best things. I'm maybe more extroverted, you know, meaning I collect friends quicker. I make connections much more quicker. And generally I'm the one inviting people to our dinner table half of the time. But Nzigi has the ability and the capacity to hold all of those much better. So she has the ability to hold them much better. She's not going out there finding people. I'm there making connections, bringing all these stray people onto our little dinner table. And so what I like about her is that she's got the capacity for it. And she holds that. So I think that's what makes us a bit unique. I think in some couples I've seen it's either one or the other. And so it's trying to find the gap within that. But look, Blaque, I think the biggest thing for us is the reason why I'm the friendship guy and is because friendship changed my life. So Luxolo would not be here if he didn't meet Blaque when he was 17. Right? You know what I'm saying? I remember that road link bus.
It's crazy, bro.
That road link bus to Tembisa. Bus station. And then you picked me up from Tembisa, and I think I spent about 7 days with you. And if it wasn't for that and that interaction with Blaque, there wouldn't be a Luxolo today.
Man.
Right?
Sure.
Iron sharpening iron.
Come on, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
We did so much stuff together, processed dreams together.
Bro.
Finally, I met someone and I was like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
There's a Blaque.
There's another nutter like
yeah, there's
me out
another
there.
nutter like me. His name is Blaque. He's in Joburg. I need to move to Joburg.
Come on, bro.
Because I need this guy in my life.
Come on,
right?
bro.
And so for the first time you go and you think you're the only,
Yeah.
you think you're like, I mean, I didn't think I'm much, but I just go, I need that guy in my life. Right?
Sure.
And so the journey of who I am would not be what it is now if I didn't meet you at 17.
Sure.
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
You had just finished AVDA.
Yeah. Sure.
You had just finished AVDA, but with massive dreams for the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, your dream was never just the arts or hip hop.
Sure.
It's like, what are we leaving behind in this world?
Yeah. Come on.
And so finding someone like that, you then go, man, I want to live a lot more purposeful.
Sure.
I want to be a lot more intentional.
Yeah.
And I am not a product of the books I've read, the podcasts that I've read. I'm a product of the people that I'm surrounding myself with.
Dope.
And so as best as I can, I'm going to surround myself with those. I'm going to surround myself with those people. And so having met you at 17 has changed the trajectory of my life, right?
Sure.
Because now I've got people, I've got references, I've got people I can process with, think through and pray about. Now we're very different. And obviously we've had some turbulences, which is fine. But I am aware that I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't meet you at 17.
Bro.
And now if you didn't have capacity to hold me,
Sure.
so I might have just been a fan.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
But,
Sure.
you know, I slept on your floor. I came to your house. I came to your wedding, whatever, all these things, right? But it was the fact that I had someone.
Yeah. That was crazy.
And
bro.
we processed, dreamt, and did stuff differently, but we did stuff, all just trying to make a dent for God's glory.
God, bro. Yeah. Bro.
And so I go, if that's the mechanism that God has used in my life,
Man.
how dare I not create more capacity for that?
Especially now that you have a permanent friend.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. How dare I not?
Man.
Not every relationship will be the same.
Yes.
Not every friendship will be the same.
Yeah.
It won't all reach the same depth that it does. But as best as I can, I know that I'm not here because I read good books.
Yeah.
No.
Sure. Man, that's fire, bro.
I'm not doing this because I watch YouTube videos and listen to podcasts.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
It's because I put myself intentionally around people.
Around people, bro.
And those people are not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm intentionally going to surround myself with them.
It's good, bro.
And as long as Blaque wants me in his life, I'm there. Yeah.
Man.
And we'll have our issues.
Yeah.
And we'll continue having our issues.
Yeah.
But as long as you still want me in your life,
Sure.
I'm throwing myself in your life.
That's
I'm throwing myself into your life because I know that I know as I connect, as I speak, as I engage, as I pray for you, there's something that God is going to show me about myself and what He wants to do in my little life, right?
Man.
You know, we're not islands, as people say, and so for me, it's like I said to my wife, even if I lost everything, all credentials, or whatever, and the only thing I could, even if I'd lost everything, I still would live with so much purpose because I can still go, I can still be a friend.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Without wanting anything back.
Yeah.
I can still be like, yo, Blaque, you good?
Yeah. That's dope,
What's
bro.
happening?
That's dope.
How can I pray for you?
Yeah.
And you never know. That might be the one comment you need that day. I can still be a friend.
Bro.
Anyone can do it. And so I believe in it with my little life. And if we also are going to impact marriages, impact families, people don't just need frameworks. They need to see it.
Yeah.
And you see it more clearly with friendship.
With friends, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm acting and I'm having some people over, it's only when you truly know me.
Yeah.
You know my stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, or you truly see how I deal with my wife.
Yeah.
And you see how I'm really raising my kid.
Man.
When you see the true colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm on that little
Come on, bro.
mission. and it's a hurtful mission, but the best one. Yeah.
Bro, and that's been something that's consistent about you, that you've never changed your intentionality in trying to build friendships.
Yeah.
I think you're generally intentional about most of the things that you get yourself involved in. There's two things that just came out now as you were chatting. One, in this moment, it's probably the second episode we've done here where a moment has opened up my soul, opened up my mind, and instantly changed something. Because I forgot that about myself, that everything I did was purposeful.
Yeah.
And I forgot that I inspire that in people, right? And the thing that made me forget that is that once you get on mission to achieve a purpose, there comes a point where your head is so down and all you can see is ground, right? And you forget to lift up your eyes and see where it is that you're going. And I think I've been stuck. And you know, I'm moving, but I'm stuck with my posture looking at the ground. Part of it, I prayed for it. Because I didn't want to be distracted. But you start wondering in the, you know, the journeying, like, why am I feeling so tired? Why am I feeling so, you know, despondent? Why am I feeling disillusional? And you just gave me the answer.
Sure.
You know, just lift up your head. Lift up your eyes. Remember what it is that you are called to do. And what your calling does for other people.
Yes.
You know, I forgot that's why you came to my house. Right? I was telling Siv a couple of weeks ago just about that story.
Sure.
That shortly after you came to my house, I took a bus down to your house. Right? And I remember thinking, like, what are you doing?
Like, just going to the Bundus, the Eastern Cape. Like your first time there.
You could have been killed in the hood.
I could have been killed in Tembisa. You know? And the thing is, when I came,
we could have turned you into Eastern Cape Biltong, my boy.
Yes. Imagine telling my parents and saying, I'm just going to some guy. Yeah, his name is Blaque. I'll slide Tembisa. Tembisa. Yeah. Okay. When's I done? I don't know. Literally. There was no agenda. I'm just there to spend time with you.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
And that's what we did. We ate kotas and made one or two music stuff and
we prayed.
Just gallivanted. We prayed.
We read the Bible.
Gallivanted and, you know, and it was like, it's moments like that go, I've never taken that trip for anyone else.
Madness, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Madness.
I've never taken that trip for anyone else, but I was like, there's something that God's doing in Blaque. And I just want to get close to it. Don't want to take it. I don't need anything from him. I just want to get close to it. And that passion that you had, I still see it. You know, just continue grinding. Like you've got it. You're on the path. And even with all the pitfalls and the issues that you faced, and I mean, you face some very tough things. Like people stealing money. Come on, hey, my God. And that stuff makes you very despondent. For good reason, because you then go, who can you truly trust? Right? Lots of friendships, lots of relationships along the way. But there's a specific call and the edge that God has given you with his kingdom and with creativity. And that inspires so much more people that you don't even truly know. And so when I saw that, I remember when you came down to the Eastern Cape and
my favorite place in the world.
You wanted to move there.
Bro, EC, bro. Till today, bro. There.
I remember then I organized this assembly and you did some songs. Those teachers still remember you.
Crazy, bro.
One of them sent me a message actually on Friday. And then I met one of them again 3 months ago because I wanted my wife to meet. I'm still good friends with my teachers. And they remember me. They go like you were so intentional, so crazy, loved God, loved people. I still remember those moments. This is over 10 years ago. I mean, it's 13, 14 years ago. they still remember that moment. Like they saw the love, the passion,
Yeah.
the dedication that we had,
Sure, man.
and our ability to sift through all of the noise and still go, we're going to do something that's going to shake earth
Yeah.
and bring
Yeah.
eternity glory.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
the mission is still alive.
Still alive.
We've still
bro.
got to continue, still got to continue grinding. Obviously, we'll look different.
Yep.
But that's why I came.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
bro.
why I came. I mean, the quarters were nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the best.
Yeah, I mean, the quarters were nice. I remember my road link. There was a bus called Road Link. I mean, it took me 24 hours to get here.
Yeah.
And it was all worth it because at the end of the day, I got a friend.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of our best investments is in people and relationships.
Yeah. Shout outs, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that's big, bro.
So thank you for that. Like,
appreciate you, bro.
17 young kid, still in high school, wearing uniform, with a passion and a drive.
It's crazy,
And, you know, and so we've been building ever since. And so I'm looking
dope,
forward to
Yeah.
now we're married with kids. And
Man, look at us. Look at us, bro.
still figuring out our way. And here's the interesting thing. I reflect on this with my wife. I go, there's a reason why Blaque is still doing what he's doing,
Yeah.
and many of the others aren't. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So then the next question is, okay.
Sheesh.
So there's something about you too.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's been a 15-year journey.
Man.
Here we go.
That's true,
There's
bro.
still a reason why.
We still at
Blaque is still at it. I'm still at it.
Man.
Because there's not many people with the staying power.
Yeah.
And the staying power is not even the power of you've achieved success.
No. Yeah.
No.
And it's not in and of ourselves.
It's like the passion was much more deeper than material gain,
way
than popularity.
more.
Like the passion is to go, how do we shake South Africa, the continent and the world with the good news of Jesus?
Bro.
That's the passion. It's not the podcast. It's not the music. It's not all of these nice things. They all are nice. But like, that's the passion.
Man.
That's the driving force.
Yeah.
Like, and hopefully one day Zaya, you know, Ziana, which is my daughter, will go, hey, our fathers were crazy, but man, like they didn't waste their time.
They didn't waste time, bro.
Like,
sheesh, bro.
They didn't have it together. They messed up a couple of times. They were like sometimes not the best parents, but man, like
they didn't waste
they made sure that their time on earth was useful,
bro. Crazy, man.
Yeah, not to be successful, but to be useful for God's kingdom, for God's glory.
Shout out,
and that's the journey.
Shout
it's
out,
beautiful that we get wives that support us.
Yeah. No, bro. And when I was telling you now about that, you know, being in my daughter's room, that's the thing that also just struck me with my wife.
Yeah.
That she just believes in all of the stuff as much as I do. Yeah. And equally so, I do believe in all of this other crazy stuff that she possesses for her, you know? Yeah. And I'm just like, man, that's why I think this moment is so special for me, because again, in the grind, I forgot. Yeah. You know, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But you kind of forget why you started. You kind of forget, or at least not even why you started, but you forget where you started. Right? Right? So the purpose has evolved, still the same heart. Purpose has evolved. And then you forget that this thing, whatever it is now, it started here. Yeah. It started there in that back room. Yeah. You sleeping on the floor. Yeah.
And the passion then that Blaque had was not just a passion for the arts, for creativity. It was the passion of how do we shake eternity? Yeah. How do we shake this world? Yeah. 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 For the good news of Jesus. Yeah. What is it? The army of the Lord, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Come on, bro.
Literally. And that passion was the passion that connected me, because that's what's given you your staying power.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
So everything else will continue to evolve, and God will continue to grow and continue to give you bigger dreams. Man. And so just that passion of man, like we if they write any history book,
bro,
we don't have to be in it, but they can see the effects of
the
groundwork.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
You know,
Man.
died to be forgotten. Preach the gospel, what? Preach
Yeah.
the gospel and
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
forgotten.
Yeah, be
You know what I'm
forgotten,
saying?
bro.
Literally. I mean, literally. Yes, obviously on the way you're building all these structures and all these other things, but like that's the driving force, and that's the driving force I saw in you. Then everything else was a benefit. I mean, you were great at your craft, and you still are great at your craft.
Thanks, bro.
And seeing what God has done with that husband podcast, and seeing what happened on with the husband refresher.
Yeah.
It's just, I looked at the pictures last night, and I was going, man, like it's beautiful what God's taken your crazy dreams, because you're an idealist, right? You've always been. And it's beautiful seeing God breathe on it, the way that He is, the way that He is,
man.
You know, for something that is so needed in our country,
bro,
in our world.
Yeah,
there's not much of it.
Nah, bro.
Most of the stuff around this is mostly sensationalism.
Yeah. Or guys who hate,
you know what I'm
their
saying,
female counterparts and just want to
mostly
scream at microphones
and all of that.
Bro.
And so what God is building through you, through Lily, through that husband podcast is beautiful to watch, and
appreciate it.
Excited to walk alongside, continue building and growing it with you guys. Yeah.
And it comes from the alpha man.
The alpha man.
That's you, dog.
The alpha male. You get me?
The alpha man. Dog.
Love you, my king.
I love you too, bro.
Always
love
good,
too.
man.
Yeah.
Always good.
Bro, I truly appreciate your intentionality, man, in most areas of your life.
Yeah.
And it's clearly seen, you know, I think there's two things about you, if somebody knows you, legacy and intentional, that you kind of branded everywhere.
Yeah.
That would sum up your walk, your dreams. Yeah. You know, it's just like, man, legacy and intentionality. That you even named your podcast Intentional Conversations. Right?
Yeah.
And there was a clip that you put out there, it's a while back, but you were speaking about just your relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
And how that shaped how you showed up in other relationships with females.
Yeah.
Now, you know, 5 years in, you have a kid, you've grown. You know, how has that relationship shaped the kind of husband and father that you are now?
Yeah.
And when you look at your wife, has she healed certain things about that relationship with your mom? Has she, you know, unearthed things that you didn't even know were there? You know?
Yeah.
And let me throw this caveat there. Like, for me, it was my kid who did that for me. You know, when I got her, obviously I became a father.
Yeah.
So the, you know, brokenness I have is with my dad. And just having her and becoming a father, that just like rocked my world, you know, and forced me to take just some hard stance and convictions of how I'm going to show up. And again, with what I just said now, not forcing her to come into a world she was never part of.
Yeah.
I don't want to become a better dad to her because I'm trying to outdo my father.
Yeah.
That's unfair on her.
Yeah.
She doesn't know my dad. She's never met my dad, you know, and now I'm going to use her.
Yes.
And rob her of an experience of a father who will be as fully present as I can be for her. You know, I'll rob her because then she'll get parts of me.
Yeah.
Because all of me or majority of me will be stuck with the little boy that's still crying out for his own father. You know what I mean? So anyway, how has all of that helped you become being married now, your wife? Because anyway.
Yeah, it's a great question. Maybe we could do another episode on this. I'm reflecting a lot on what people would call, you know, the mother wound. And
which you don't hear much of.
You don't hear a lot of. And I've been giving it some thought and just wondering, obviously, as well, the best way to speak about it in a way that doesn't dishonor my both of my moms. Yeah. So the long story is, Blaque, my parents got married. My biological mom and my father ended up divorcing. There were some issues. And the larger issue was with the family. And then my father remarried. Long story is, I didn't see my mom from when they divorced to when I first saw her. I was probably about 16, my biological mom. But probably from about age 8 is my dad's second wife, which is my mom, has sort of been in my life.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of issues there. Firstly, the relationship with my biological mom and the relationship with my other mom. I don't want to call her stepmom. And how that sort of, some of the issues there. The silver lining in the situation is that both the relationships are very tricky, complicated, and bordering like non-existent. But in the most honoring way, I would want to think. The silver lining was my father. He, from as early as I could remember, he's always spoken about the divorce. And he's always spoken about both families in the best of light. And is obviously always speaking well about both my moms. But what he did is, I think when I was 13, he took me to therapy. So I've been doing therapy since I was in primary school, when it wasn't like a cool thing. And it was very awkward. It was very, very awkward. Tell him. And I'd be picked up at like 12 o'clock during the day, be taken to this therapy. And then with the boys now. So we are no, but you're dead. And they're like, what? We're playing soccer. You're out here telling them about your stuff. What it did, it sent a subconscious message to me as a young child that you've got to process and continually deal with your stuff. And so at that time, obviously both relationships are very complex, but it sent that message with my dad. The second thing is that he's always opened the can of worms when it comes to his part in his part to the marriage and how it's affected both relationships. And so it's always opened that can of worms and still continually does. Sure. So the healing process was firstly hearing my dad consistently speak about it, repent of it, apologize of it, and take ownership for stuff that happened nearly 2 decades ago, right? Sure. And so that was helpful in healing, because then as I'm processing, at least I know that I can forever speak to him about it. Yeah. So that's been helpful. Sure. But all healing is personal. It's individual. It's very personal. It's very individual. And I found that healing in and of itself is a very difficult thing, because it's difficult to really know what the end goal is. Yeah. And what does it look like? Yeah. So I could do my personal healing, but what does it look like for the relationship? Yeah. And what I could do my own personal healing, what does it look like with the extended family in regards to the relationship? That's the part that I found lots of difficulty in. Sure, man. So I had dealt with the abandonment. I dealt with the lack of support, care. I dealt with the fact that I felt like I had a mother but didn't have a mother. I sort of felt that like the care was not necessarily there for me. It was more a guilt on their side. I sort of felt that I'd sort of had to just sort of figure this life thing. And because I'm a mirror to my father, I look like him. Yeah. So at every point there would be a trigger that I would not be aware of. Bro. And so because of that, then the healing process resulted to being more of not just reconciliation, but more of what does it look like for me personally. Yeah. And that journey is an ongoing one. And the reason why it's an ongoing one is, for me, I want to love and honor my parents, all of them. But I also need to set the necessary boundaries. That's difficult.
That's hard, bro.
And setting a boundary with a parent is hard.
Yeah, it's hard, bro.
They birthed you, they fed you, you didn't, like they did all this necessary stuff. And especially with a parent who is not willing, or at times find it very difficult to really process, speak about their part and really speak about how they are feeling. And so then the healing became very intentional, where I just said, who do I want to be? And what work am I going to take to make sure that I don't make a decision based on a deficiency or what happened in the past? Sure. But I'm going to try walk the journey of wholeness. Yeah. Right. And so, for many years, obviously, because I didn't have a mother, I obviously seeked that in relationships. And so made intentional strides to make sure I'm not just getting into any relationship, making sure that I'm not even, as I was getting married to Unsiki, I'm not expecting Unsiki to be my mom, right? Like, I mean, that would be a very high standard that I don't even know, because I'm living in a fantasy world of what I didn't get. So I'm like, because I didn't get it, let me try find someone who give it to me. But I don't even know what that
you
is.
want.
Yeah, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what that is. And so the work was, by the time the work was, let me continually walk through and run through the journey of healing.
Yeah.
That I don't look for something I can't even name in someone.
Yeah.
Because then I won't be able to receive what they are wanting to give me.
Bro.
And that has become the consistent journey.
Sure.
And the consistent journey has been, I didn't have, so let me continue to heal, and I might not have. I'll never. It's how,
bro.
Yeah, how do you get your mother in your 30s?
Bro.
I mean, that relationship is also pretty different.
Yeah.
It's great that they're there, etc., etc. And I don't then want to live from a place of, because I didn't have, I'm going to live a half-filled life, and I'm not going to be healed and continually to heal, to be the man, the husband, and the friend that God calls me to be.
Come on.
So, obviously you outline the natural, normal triggers that happen, but still very much trying to honor, so every year we make it a point to take out my mom, every point to make it a holiday to go see my other mom. We make it a point that we try as best as we can honor them, and it is difficult.
Sure.
It's difficult, but my healing is found there as I honor them, as I respect them. Even if I disagree, I don't like it, but but I have to honor them even in the difficulty of the relationship. But then I've thought now, which is the difficult part, is what will it mean for my family, and what will it mean for my daughter? I don't know.
Bro.
But I can't pull back. I can't retreat. Because the easiest thing I can do is cut them all off. Live my life. Which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's not fine. But you when there's trauma, when there's issues, when there's a deficiency, you tackle it head on. You don't like run.
Go around, bro.
You run around it, because you're gonna find that same thing trapped in something else. So you tackle it head on. In the difficulty, in the mess, like you honor your parents. In the difficulty, in the mess, yes, set the necessary boundaries, but you honor them.
Bro.
Do what you can to best show up, to show appreciation and love. And so I've just tried to honor, and I've tried to make sure that I don't expect Unzigi to feel something that I didn't have, or I didn't necessarily get. And that's a constant thing. So even now I'm telling my wife, please appreciate me. It's like an awkward thing, because I didn't have it from a woman, right? So now it feels like, is this like, because I didn't get, I'm telling her, am I putting an expectation that even I'm not aware of?
Come on, bro.
On me? I don't know. But I was just like, at least let me process it with her, and let me chat to her with it. And I realized, man, like, that's one of the best ways I feel loved by her. So she must know.
Sure.
I mean, she must know. Like, I want to know, outside of even her being my wife, just I want to know that, like, I'm doing well.
Come on, bro. Still, bro.
It gives me fuel. And it drives me. And so telling her has now opened those necessary conversations. And she's also then trying to be the mender with the relationships as well, which is beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch.
Still, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think my moms are closer to her than they are with me. Which is triggering.
Sure.
Yeah, it's very triggering. Because you're like, are you doing this because you're guilty? But then I go, oh, it's beautiful. Allow it.
Yeah. And there's age on their part. There's something that, like, growing up does in just sobering every party.
Yes.
Right. So you get older, and then you're like, oh damn, like, actually being an adult was rough. is rough.
Yeah.
So I'm more gracious towards my parents.
Yeah.
They've lived life long enough to know like you can't sweat stuff. So with the little time I have left, let me maximize it and just show up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, there's a thing that age brings. There's a sobering that age brings. You know what I mean? So, but that honoring nugget, bro, that for me, I call for that. I advise that. I would advocate for it, pay for it, do that thing, bro. Because I found healing and forgiving my dad.
Yeah.
Taking that one decision.
So what does that look like for you?
Yeah,
How does that happen?
honoring him in his absence, bro.
Sure.
You know, so I'm like, man, I could write books that would be, if there's ever a genre called diabolical narratives, I would put that there of how just horrible I think my situation has been. You know, earlier on you spoke about your friend whose parents, separated because of money. My story. We come from poverty, bro. You know, build up, grow, make enough money. Not like, oh, this is change. No, like generational transforming money. And then it's at that pinnacle that my family disintegrates, right? And who's at the center of that? My homie, right? Hero. I remember when I went to your house and your dad picked me up. But you had already told me about your dad.
Yeah.
And so he was already a hero in my head. And at that point, obviously, like my relationship with my dad is nowhere.
Yeah.
And just to hear, not even see, first hear how close you guys were and then see it. Like when you came over to my house, it was just the two of us. I think you saw my mother at some point.
I did,
but when I went to your spot,
your
dad hung out with us.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, damn, like this is what I longed for. This is what I want. Blah, blah, blah. And I had 15 years of tasting it. So I had reference.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And so all that to say that I think for me, it's realizing that what happened. I'm grown. I can see why he made some of the decisions he made.
Yeah.
Not justifiable, understandable, not justifiable. But how do I honor him in his absence? How do I not write this book and just detail every single horror? It's easy to do it in his absence. It's easy to just like get on these microphones and just speak about how horrible my father is. And I'm like, that's not honoring. Right. And in fact, it doesn't even help me process my scars, process my hurt, you know. And so what I've done just at a practical level is again, I can't speak about the 22 years after he left. I can speak about the 15 years he was there. Solid, right? Honor that, talk about that, praise that, give him his flowers for that. You know, and just, man, like pull lessons from that, bro. Part of what my parenting playbook is made of is those 15 years with my dad. Right. Part of my marriage playbook is made by those 15 years with my dad. So I can't be disingenuous and lie to myself and people who are watching my marriage and say that my dad was not involved in shaping the kind of husband I've become. That would be a lie.
Yeah.
I wanted to get married because I saw marriage being done well in front of me for the first 15 years of my life. Shout outs to my dad for that. I saw what being a father is. First 15 years of my life because that man was present, right? I had a conversation with him recently, which I thought was it was in some sense like life altering, but it didn't pan out the way I thought it would. Anyway, so my dad said something in that recent conversation, which was telling, but also concerning, and also solidified more why I would just continue honoring him in his absence. We were chatting, and so I was telling him about some situation and how I observed the situation and analyzed this thing, whatever. And so he says to me, man, like, you're very critical about stuff, right? Which, side note, that thing slaps differently when it comes from your father.
Yeah.
Right? I think my wife ranks high, but just as somebody who was trained to become a man, and this coach, even bro, it's been absent.
Yes. Yeah.
But him just saying in that moment, man, like you
Yeah.
think differently.
Sure.
You know?
Slaps. Yeah.
It slaps, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
it's my dad,
Yeah.
right? With all the non-existent relational equity, right? Like he's not there. So in physically, like practically speaking, this dude is not my dad.
Yeah.
Right? Biologically he is.
Yeah.
But it's in that moment. Anyway, now I'm going on a tangent. But he's like, yo, man, you think critically. And then he compares himself. And is like, I move on very quickly. I don't think deeply about things as much as you do. Right? So one, I'm like, oh, smack. Right? The figures. Makes sense. Right?
This is what you've experienced.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's what you know it to be.
Yeah.
And because you think critically, you probably went, how could you, right? And he's sort of going, just move on.
Yeah, so even here's the crazy thing. Even making that statement, he moves on from it very quickly.
Very quickly, yeah.
While I take it,
because he knows that
I
it
analyze
might just
his
go
life.
down a little rabbit hole.
Yeah, I analyze his life. I'm like, oh, smack. That one nugget. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why you would leave. This is why you would continue staying away. This is why things would not feel as weighty. And then I move to another layer. I'm like, well, if you can articulate that and you have you have a level of self-awareness when it comes to that thing, why do you still keep it?
Yeah.
Unless you think it's an okay trait to have. It's a good characteristic to have. Because if you know that it's not good, you would want to fix it.
Yeah.
But all that to say, even in that moment, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now that I also know that, I mean, you confessed it. I might have speculated and assumed that's how you think, but you've confirmed it now. Okay. Honoring you in your absence is me, after analyzing you, praying for that thing. Right? In your absence. You don't need to know about it, but I'm going to pray for you that you change, because that's not a good trait to have.
Sure.
As a man, as a father, as a leader.
Yeah.
It's not a good trait to have. You can't just quickly move on from things.
Yes.
Especially relational things.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So honoring him for me is one, first 15 years, speak well about him, because that's the truth. But now, even in his absence, picking up that one nugget, I'm like, cool. That's what healing is for me, right? In this moment, so I'm like, all right, cool. Go down on my knees, pray for my dad. And I think for me, bro, that thing has been a game changer.
Sure.
Because again, now I'm not living from my scar.
Yeah.
Because I lived from my scar for a very long time.
For a very long time.
But now, man, I'm like, well, I don't live from that thing, bro.
Yeah.
I can
So what does
move
healing
away
look
from
like
it.
for you?
I think for me, at a fundamental level, is that, bro, not defining myself by that scar.
Yeah.
Because I used to.
Yeah.
I'm the guy without a
Especially
dad.
if you've experienced it.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
You've got a frame of reference of it.
Yes.
And so obviously, when you have issues, you go, previously my father would have fixed this.
Exactly, bro.
And now there's no one to fix it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's also not
tough.
trying to rob my present with a reimagined reality. And what I mean by that is age 1 to 15, I imagine what my dad is going to say to me when I'm a husband one day. Now I'm a husband and my dad is not there to say all the things I imagined as a kid.
Yeah.
He's not there to say all the things.
Yeah.
I thought now in my 30s, being married as long as I would have had fat chats with my dad.
Yeah.
I would have been taking down notes to show him, man, this is what I did. Is this gonna work? Right? Is this cool? Am I emulating what you've done? Am I doing better? I thought we'd have those chats.
Sure.
Long strolls, me and my dad just taking notes about kids, relationship that my kid would have with my dad.
Yeah.
All imagined realities. Now I'm there, right? The future I hope for,
Sure.
I'm there. And the big component is not there. So then you think to yourself, okay, I could stay bleeding if I put pressure on my presence by an imagined reality. Take that imagined reality, reimagine it now without him being. He's not here.
Yeah.
So healing for me is reimagining this reality with not my dad, but with a Lux.
Yeah.
With another friend.
Yes.
Whatever else that is here now that's feeding into my life, into my family, into my marriage.
Yeah.
And for me, it's letting go of that thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, we hold on to our past far longer than our present deserves.
Yes. Oof,
right?
Too much.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We hold on to our past far longer than our present deserves, bro. Because your present now is like, I get it that stuff happened to you. But man, like, I'm here for you to live.
Sure.
And you've been holding on to your past far longer than I deserve. Let go so that I can do what I'm supposed to do. Shape you in the same way that your past, when it was present, shaped you. Right? When I was 15, by that moment of my dad leaving, that moment shaped me.
Yeah.
And I didn't hold on to my 7-year-old self and robbed that 15-year-old self and moment of that, whatever weight it brought. But now I do that.
Sure.
Now I do that,
man.
Where my current is like, yo, okay, I gave you three years. It's enough now.
It's enough now.
I need to do what I'm here to do, dog. I need to shape you for your future.
Yeah.
And let's do the work.
Yeah.
And part of doing the work is I'm here to help you let go. Let go of your past, bro. You've been holding on to it far longer than I deserve, right?
Yeah.
So for me, that's healing, man.
Sure.
And going through that, bro. But man, I think it's not easy.
It's not.
Because it's like the great philosopher Mike Tyson said, bro. You have a plan until you get punched in the face, bro.
Yeah.
So,
and I think with what I'm getting from you, and what I'd encourage, that we all have stories of brokenness.
Bro. Yeah.
Firstly, the people themselves are broken, and so are we.
Yeah.
But the major thing is, are you working towards the wholeness that God's calling you to? Because that's the journey for every man. That's a journey for every husband. That's a journey for every woman. Like walking towards wholeness. We believe that wholeness is found in Jesus.
Come on, bro.
And so I just, like, for all of us, like, the moment you let go and your foot is off the pedal towards walking towards wholeness, like, that's when the past starts to grip you. That's when the deficiencies start to get you. That's when all these escapes start to get to you. But like, let's, as best as we can, and as we stumble our way forward, walk towards wholeness.
Bro, we could be here for 4 hours, bro.
We could be here for 4 hours.
Told you, bro.
The Husband podcast.
Don't do this. You know what the internet is going to say.
It's official.
Yeah, just hands up. Once you do this,
it's official.
And they'll say,
it's my rappiness.
You guys and your Illuminati.
It's my rappiness.
My dog.
Blessings.
Love you, bro.
Love you too. Keep on the strength. Man. Was beautiful.
Thanks, brother.
Another one soon.
Thanks, man. Definitely. Guys, again, we could be here for hours, right? And I was ready to continue, but I was thinking about you and the homework of your son that you haven't done, or the cooking that you haven't started on, or tomorrow having to wake up and go to work. So, man, please do leave your comments. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, hit the notification bell. But be back here again on Wednesday, 11:30. And we're going to definitely have a part 2, right? Tag him, bother him. We're not having a part 2 in 10 years. But anyway,
soon.
see you. All right, peace.